Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Mike, check out. 180. Check me out.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Look, Monday.
From the gun, here's Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On first down, Murray. And an alley to run. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slap.
On the ground with a fullback Burton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
On first down, it's Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 14 yards. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mike, look at it. 20.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8. Gun.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A run, it's Murray. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on third down, Luck steps away to his left. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Murray, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, it's Murray. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
Check out. 140. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Check safety. Check safety.
That was second down 1 for Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, Locke. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run on first down. Murray. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Check out.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. One man. I got it. He's crashing.
A shotgun snap for Locke. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Brandon Copeland coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
53's Mike. Hey, here we go. Switch.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Watch twins.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Squeeze, double. Gun. 53's the mark. 53.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. They'll roll him out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Watch the twins.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. To throw is Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Newton. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Silver.
On 1st down, Newton. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This will be taken short. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Hines. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
55, 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Hines. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
Out of the gun, Newton. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mike, 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
On 3rd down, Newton. He's got Adams on the hookup. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Switch gears. 8.
Second down and goal. Newton, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action, it's locked. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got time right there. Echo. 55's my guy. 55.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
What's that? 18-yard line. Gun. That's what I do. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Able to slither by. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun. Mike 55.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Pierre Garçon there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Locke. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go, D.
On 1st down, it's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. This is where, you know, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, you know, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, it's Hines. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
A run for the fullback, Burton. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Last stop. Last stop.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Safe. Check 4. Qual. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the slant. Motion.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Check out. 5, 11. Check 3. Hey, orbit.
Luck now to throw. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll run on first down. Murray. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Check out. Ready. Here we go. Qual.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Luck. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Rosas good with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Newton. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.